Hey, what is up guys? In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the all new FPV drone finder V2. Now this is a completely redone drone finder which can also be used as a ground station or as a receiving module with a video output, which is pretty cool. So this is not running diversity currently, this is just a single receiver on board, and let's talk about this. So currently what I did was I completely abandoned my previous design and I went with the RX5808 Pro open source project found on GitHub. Now they do have the source code for this. You just download it, install it, and you're good to go. And they also have the nice schematic. So based upon their schematic is how I designed my PCB and just made it into the way that I really want it, which is handheld with mounting holes and the audio video output up on the left here. So if you solder video output here, you have anything to the video. If you solder the video and ground to, like, let's just say this screen here, then you're going to get the video feed, which is really awesome. So let's take a look at this. What are the features? Well, obviously it has RSSI, so this is how you'd find your quadcopter. It has auto scan, it has band scan, and it can calibrate the RSSI, which is perfect and which is way more than enough of what we need. So currently the quadcopter is on F1, and if we were to go back the channel, as you can tell, we hit full signal. Now if you want to see how this works, let's just put it back on F2 real quick. I'm going to grab an LCD here. I'll have a link to everything down below if you're curious, and we'll get into the specs of each here. So what I'm going to do now is grab this guy. I'm going to apply ground for the screen, and I'm going to give it the video. And as you can tell right there, we do have video feed. Now it's really crappy. You know why? We might say, well, why is it so crappy? Well, it's because we're on the wrong channel. There we go. Now it's perfect. So yeah, so this can be used for ground station. I will have a diversity one made, also a diversity version, but that will take about a month or so time. Currently have a couple other projects to finish, and yeah, so just want to know what you guys think. I'm going to try to get Banggood to sell these as kits on their website. Let me know, or leave a link, leave comments down below if you really want that. So that'll also obviously pretty help the channel, as well as enable us to get this for absolutely cheap for everyone with everything here in a quick kit, which is going to be pretty cool. So let's talk about some of the components we're going to need. We're going to be needing a Rp-SMA or SMA connector here. We're also going to need the RX5808 Pro or RX5808 with the SPI mod. Now I'll have a link to this one down below. I highly recommend you get the exact one I linked down below. Also, you're going to need the Oled. Again, I highly recommend you get the one I linked down below also, so you don't have any issues with the firmware or flashing it. Now if you take a look at the board here, even if you get the one I linked down below, you might get VCC and ground mix and match. That's why I added two holes here for the Oled. So if your ground is on the left, you would solder it to the bottom one. If your VCC is on the left like mine, you'd solder it to the top one. You're good to go. You're also going to need a couple of resistors. You can get resistors for like I don't know, like a 500 pack for $2 or something. You're going to need a 100 kilo ohm resistor here. This is for the RSSI going down. And then you're also going to need 3 1 kilo ohm resistors, as you can tell right there. We're also going to need some physical buttons. I'll leave a link to these down below. It's highly recommended you get the exact ones that I'm going to link so they'll actually fit and work correctly. Also, you'll need an Arduino Nano and a voltage regulator, which I'll have linked down below. You can get a bunch of these. I get a trillion of them, and I always end up using all of them. I've never had one burn on me, and they're just absolutely phenomenal. So this thing will be able to take basically 2 to 6S, possibly even more. This way I'm allowing it to keep Regulator on the Arduino running smoother and cooler, so it doesn't overheat and basically burn, because there's a lot of current going through here. And yeah, and this stays cool, and this is the way it's set up. It's really nice. So let's take a look at some other features I've added. Like I mentioned, I've added the video output and audio output. I've also added mounting holes because people requested that on the previous version. And the reason for this here is someone wanted to design a case they could totally mount it in. And for example, you just wanted to grab any size battery, you could just stick it right under in that case and walk around. And you have your buttons here, which you could change channels. Not that you're going to need to change channels, but maybe. So F1, which is perfect. It's right there. So it's a really nice setup. It's very efficient. And this is a huge step up from the previous versions. If you've seen the previous version, I used the RX5803, I remember, from Sky Zone, which you could control it through here, but there was no OLED. The OLED was slanted sideways. There was no automatic calibration. The antenna was all, the routing for the antenna was all jacked up here. And yeah, this was the V1, which had to be kind of scrapped, but it was a really nice beginning process. I think this was my first ever project on a PCB here. And now we've had this is I think the third completely upgraded with the copper ground fill plate completely set up in here. And overall it's ran perfect, so it's running absolutely beautiful, to be honest. All right guys, and that's gonna conclude it for this video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and please let me know down in the comment section if you'd be interested in Banggood carrying these and selling them as kits. That'll also really help the process of getting them there for you guys. And I do have a lot more on the way also. As you can tell, here's the profile. It's a very, very slim profile. It's very nice. Later on, if you wanted to, we're going to be taking this more advanced on the new channel, which we actually removed the Arduino Nano from the whole thing here, and we'll start setting up the 18 mega chip and all these kinds of cool things in the schematic and playing with everything on the new channel. So go ahead and check out my new channel if you want to see how to set this up. The video will be out possibly tomorrow of how to install this on that channel. It's going to be mostly towards DIY projects, so make sure you subscribe and hit that notification so you don't miss out. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I know some of you are going to say, oh my god, it's useless, but you know, not everybody has a Fat Shark module, and even myself, I have a Fat Shark goggle. And it's really annoying to use, you know, the way I carry it and I have my antenna pointing. I'd actually prefer using this when I get the chance to. So it's just a really nice little project, and it just gets you started into learning a little bit more about Arduinos and little DIY projects as well. And well, that's it guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know exactly what you think down below. What do you want to see added? What features you want added to this thing? I do have a diversity one coming up in about a month's time or a month and a half or so. So this will be a pretty nice, it's going to be completely reusable, so you can just remove everything from here and put it on that one. And we'll try hopefully to have Banggood carry these. And again, if you leave links, leave comments down below, that'll help the process. It'll support the channel and enable me to do some more awesome, crazy, cool things like this and get it for you for absolutely cheap. And well, that's it guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.